If you are interested in knowing how this new moon in Pisces is going to give you the most abundance, the most luck, and change your life, and also knowing what herbs, crystals, and rituals you need to align with that energy, sit back, relax, and let's go. This new moon in Pisces, March 2nd at 12:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is going to be one of the best new moons of the year. If you had to manifest on any new moon, if you had to participate in any new moon ritual, if you had to do anything associated with the new moon, this is the new moon you want to do it in. Like, out of every new moon in the year, this is the new moon you should be paying attention to. Why, you might ask? Come on now. Jupiter is in Pisces, Neptune is in Pisces, and it's gonna come in conjunct with the moon and the sun. Guys, this is like a win-win. Like, you cannot fail at this. You can literally manifest anything. You can manifest $1 million, and I swear this is the new moon that's gonna give it to you. So you need to make sure that you pay attention from what I'm about to go over so you can make sure you align with that energy. Because if you're not ready for this energy, you are gonna miss out on one of the best opportunities of 2022, and maybe even your whole life. So let's get to the tea. First and foremost, you need to pay attention to your chart. Know where this is happening for you in your house. When you know what house this is happening for you in, I'm not saying you can't manifest $1 million, but what I'm saying is you will better be able to align with the things that you really want. This new moon is happening at the right time, in the right place, and for you, you need to know where that place is for you. So you're gonna look at your astrological chart, okay? Look at the circle and find where Pisces is for you. I don't care if you use whole signs, I don't care if you use Placidus, whatever you wanna do you. Just make sure you know where it's happening for you, okay? Once you figure that out, I have a bunch of new moon videos that you can check out that'll go over what house, what it means. You just have to go through the list. And if you don't want to do all that, that's okay. You can always get a new moon reading from me. But what I am going to tell you is whatever house that it's happening for you, that house is going to be extremely amplified. You are going to have a huge amount of luck there. So for instance, for me, Pisces is in the 7th house. That means I'm gonna have so much luck with my friendships and relationships. I'm gonna have so much luck with whatever like business partners I'm trying to link up with, which I am doing, whatever contracts or collaborations, basically that Libra energy, whatever values that I'm getting from my relationships as well, it's going to be amplified. It's going to bring me a lot of abundance. And when I look at my chart, that's where I need to be trying to kind of focus on is like, okay, what with relationships do I need to work on to be able to make my life abundant? And I mean, clearly it's happening for me in my 7th house. So you can go ahead and take a prediction that like, yeah, you're probably gonna find a boo, or you should manifest something about your love life during this time. You should manifest a romantic partner. The 7th house is about your romantic partner. So definitely I should be thinking about the person that I want to be bringing into my life, or if I had somebody that I would like, how I want to strengthen that relationship. So again, whatever house is happening in for you, pay attention. Now I want to go over some other things. You have Jupiter and Neptune coming in conjunct with the moon and the sun. And I know that's like a really good burst of good luck energy, but you have to be very careful because it can lead some of you who are not grounded to be very delusional, okay? You can manifest that $1 million, but if you are literally just sitting on your couch, doing nothing, just hanging out all day, just expecting like, yeah, just $1 million is gonna come. Yeah, that might be a little delusional. You know, you might not, you need to get a little grounded. I have a grounding meditation, check it out. You really just need to make sure during this time that you are grounded, but also that you are very, very clear on what you want to bring into your reality. Because even if you are not participating on a conscious level, whatever you're thinking about, even if it's unconscious, it's going to manifest this time. And with all of this happening, it's going to happen very quickly. That's what's so special, because you be manifesting and it'd be taking like 6 months and stuff. This like time period, like Jupiter teaming up with Neptune is just already in Pisces, is already just a huge burst of just luck, of just amazing energy, of just dreams coming true no matter what type of stuff. But when you start to add in the moon and the sun, now we're getting to these aspects of like who you are, what you want. It's gonna come to you quickly and fast, and you need to be very conscious during that time period, during this time period. What are you thinking about? What do you really want? You need to be very clear, okay? Do you really want $1 million? Or do you want to live comfortably? Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be able to be financially free? Or do you want to be able to have a partner that respects you, that loves you? Don't just say, I want a partner. Okay, you want a partner? Or do you want a partner that cares, that is always gonna be there, that you feel is like really solid to your foundation? You need to be focusing a little bit more deeper on what you want and getting like to the specifics. And that is where the magic is gonna lie. And last but not least, during this time period, I am begging you to stay in a high vibe. The higher you stay in a vibration during this time period, the more that you can receive this abundant, beautiful energy that honestly only comes around like once every 12 years. You're never gonna be able to experience this again until, 12 years from now. So take advantage now. It's gonna be very special. And you know what? You can even take this time to manifest the next 12 years of your life. And let me tell you something. We are in a beautiful energy where this energy, it's different than it was in the past. So if you're somebody who you might have manifested in the past and you've been let down, or you felt like your manifestations didn't come to you the way that you wanted it to, this is your second chance. All is well. Now you're gonna use this time and you're gonna manifest what you really want. And I guarantee you are going to get it. Just stay tuned for the herbs, the rituals, and the crystals, and that's how you're gonna figure out how to really align with this energy. If you wanna know what herbs you need to be connecting with during this time, and with these herbs, you can do whatever you wanna do. You can put them in a bath, you can light them and do like an incense burn, you can put them in a tea and drink them, you can, inhale them, whatever you feel like is appropriate. Follow your intuition on this one, especially because it's the new moon in Pisces. Definitely follow your intuition on this one. I mean, always, but definitely during this time. But the two herbs you're gonna be working with are going to be wormwood and mugwort. And I will say these two herbs, if you put them in a tea, they can be kind of bitter. So I would not steep them for a super long time. But also, you can add flavoring to it. You can add other herbs if you would like. You don't just have to work with just these two herbs. These are just gonna be really of the two herbs that are going to connect you with this energy. Why do you might ask? First of all, both of them are both associated with psychic and intuition, and helping you get in touch with this psychic, intuitive part of you, which is something you're really gonna need to be able to align with this energy. During this energy, you are gonna have to follow your intuition to be able to manifest the life that you really want. Like I was telling you, do you really want $1 million, or do you really want this? And you're probably thinking like, I don't know. That's okay. That's fine. What you're gonna do is you're going to work with these two herbs, and then you're going to meditate. And you are going to allow yourself to be shown, through your intuition, through your feelings, through what you have going on inside of you. And you know you. And if you don't know you, I recommend getting to know you and really thinking about what do I really want? And letting your higher self, letting your guides, letting your intuition just kind of show you what this new moon energy can really do for you and where you really need to be headed in the direction and the way that you use it. The reason why you're also going to connect with mugwort and wormwood is just because they have very protective properties. I feel like all the herbs can have protective properties, but it has a protective property as well. And we really want like this protection kind of factor to come in to keep you in a space protected from delusions, to protect you from doubt. One of the, shadow sides of Pisces can be addiction, can be escapism. And, if you're someone that this energy could overwhelm you, if you don't really know what you want, if you're not very clear on what you want to kind of do, or you're living this delusional fantasy and you're living with this doubt, like it can be a really big push and pull right here during this energy. And we want you to be able to come to a protective space from all negative, all shadow aspects of this moon and be able to really just focus on the positive and be able to bring in, the luck of Jupiter, the dreams coming true with them, with Jupiter and Neptune teaming up, and just understanding that using these herbs, it's not necessarily the only thing that you have to basically work with, or if you choose not to work with them, that's fine too. But both of these herbs come with properties that are very much alignment with the Pisces energy. And that's another reason why we're choosing it. It's all about making sure that you are in alignment with this intuitive psychic energy that is making you feel in your highest light. Because both of these two, especially mixed, if you mix these two herbs, they definitely they promote a really positive mood. And it makes you really get in touch with this spiritual side of you. I 100% recommend getting these two herbs, making a tea. I drink it straight, but you know what? I'm just that type of person. But for you, adding some honey, maybe some lemon, maybe some agave, whatever feels comfortable for you, and then drinking it, and then meditating. This is going to be these two herbs are going to be really good for helping you get deeper into that meditative phase so you can really reach that state of clarity, this kind of state of understanding, and be able to align with your higher energy so you can be able to really get the messages and the downloads about where you need to be going next and, what types of desires that you truly have. This is even a time that if you want to be revealed, how should I heal myself? How should I open up to new things? How can I get rid of my doubts and my fears? This is definitely a moon to be able to bring you that guidance and that clarity that you've been looking for. Now, during this Pisces and new moon, there's going to be two crystals that you are going to want to work with. Again, it doesn't have to be the only crystals that you work with, but this is really going to be able to bring in the energy. The crystals are Amazonite and Pyrite. And the reason why you're working with these two crystals is because they are both seriously aligned with the Pisces energy. Mainly, Amazonite really is a representation of Virgo. But if you don't know, you're about to find out that each sign, like the opposite sign, they are the same sign, just expressed differently. So even though Amazonite is typically associated with the sign of Virgo, it's going to be brought into this Pisces energy because it is related on a level. But what also is really good about Amazonite is that it brings clarity. It helps things flow better, which is what Pisces is about, the flow. It's also going to help bring you this air of understanding. It's going to help you have this deep faith in what you want. So this is definitely going to be a crystal for those of you who doubt your manifestations. If you are someone who you think like, I can't manifest, or I try to, but it never works, or, oh, it's just not going to happen for me, or you're trying to manifest something big and you don't know if that's something you really need to be doing. First of all, yes, manifest as big as you can and get that Amazonite. And Amazonite is going to give you this like good faith that it's all going to work out. It's also going to be able, again, to give you that clarity of like, this is what I really want. I want you guys to know clarity and luck are going to be like a really huge theme. And even though it seems I don't understand how, this is Pisces, and Pisces is typically, associated with delusion. It's because of all of the other things that are going on. It's only going to heighten this clarity. And again, this clarity of what you really want, what your heart desires. And that's what you need to be really focusing on. And if you're over here in your world, going through your problems, and you might think, oh, I want this, I want that, I want to do this, I want to do that. And really what you want is to be in a different reality than you are right now. You might be manifesting something that you don't really want, or that doesn't really align with you. And so with Amazonite, you're going to get this clarity and this like faith in yourself and this trust in your intuition that's going to align you exactly with the desires that you want. Then we're coming in with Pyrite. And I think it's kind of obvious. Like if you are a crystal person, if you know maybe like even just a little bit about crystals, we all know that Pyrite is associated with wealth, with abundance, major Jupiter energy. So you're gonna bring the Pyrite in definitely to bring in the abundance and the wealth and the luck and the prosperity. And also what I really like about Pyrite teaming up with Amazonite is Pyrite is going to give you this air of confidence. It's associated with the solar plexus at times. So it's going to be able to give you this strong power. So not only are you going to have this faith, like that things are going to work out, you're also going to have this confidence in what you want and what you're doing and where you're going, and it's going to be flawless. And I know that some of you are thinking this is too good to be true. Yes, that's this energy. You need to be manifesting stuff that is too good to be true, because to be honest, this energy is. This energy really is. So if you aren't thinking, on a big scale, I'm asking you, please, think on a big scale. Get your Amazonite so you can stop doubting yourself. Get your Pyrite so you can ensure that abundance, that wealth, that luck, and that confidence is going to be all yours. And then I promise you about to overtake this Pisces new moon, and you're going to get everything that you want. The rituals that you're going to want to incorporate during this new moon are definitely, and of course, going to involve water. So the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is take a spiritual bath. Now, I know not everybody can take a spiritual bath for whatever reason. Some of y'all are a little too tall. I'm short, so I'm good. But taking a spiritual bath is going to be one of the best ways to connect with this Pisces energy, obviously, because Pisces is a water sign. But just because of that, it's all going to be amplified. Working with water during this time, water's already an amplifier. You're bringing in an amplified energy. So you're only going to be able to amplify your manifestations. So think about it. Taking a spiritual bath is going to be really good. Doing something where you get a jar of water and you either speak affirmations into it, or you write affirmations on the side, which is what I would recommend. Writing affirmation on the side, putting it in the moon, and then the next day shaking it up and then drinking it. Make sure that there's a lid on it. And make sure that it's closed tightly. You don't want things getting into your water. If you're cool with drinking that, do you. But I'm recommending you get a jar or some type of cup you can put a lid on and set it out in the moon and speak affirmations into it. Write affirmation on the side. Don't worry, you can write it on a piece of paper and tape it on there. It'll have the same effect, but definitely making sure to incorporate some like that into your ritual is going to be really great. Also, going near water during this time is going to be really good. You don't necessarily have to get into the water. You can just sit next to it, put your feet in it. If you are in a place where you can't get to water, period, if you can perhaps like bring a screen of water up on your phone, just some way where your subconscious mind, where your inner self can see water or feel water and, can attach itself, can connect with that water on a deeper level. That is going to be a really great way to amplify this energy and amplify what is going on. Also, what the water is really going to do as well is cleanse. Obviously, it's going to cleanse, it's going to calm. So, we've just got done going through retrogrades. I think we had like one crazy time in February, everything that's going on in the world. This is going to be a refreshing moment for you. So if you can't take a spiritual bath, think about taking a spiritual shower. If you don't want to know what a spiritual shower is, just post a little comment or message me privately and I will let you know. But just do something with water, definitely, during your ritual. Incorporate water for sure, and making sure that you are using the water to a way that you connect with it the best. Using your intuition, like we were talking about earlier. Use that intuition to figure out how you want to use this like water. I gave you a few examples, but you could think of something completely different, or you might have something that you've already been thinking about and you didn't know how you were going to do it, but this is your sign. Do that thing, incorporate the water, and again, that's how you're going to amplify this Pisces, Neptune, Jupiter, Sun, Moon energy. Okay, so now we are getting to what I consider the best part of the new moon in Pisces, is your personal tarot reading. Now, I need you to take a deep breath and then breathe out. And I need you to either choose between the clear quartz or the black tourmaline. Don't overthink this. You can't be wrong. Whichever one you choose, I want you to know your soul knows where to go. Your soul knows who to be. That's the pile you were meant to choose. Trust yourself. Okay, so if you chose the clear quartz, this is gonna be your reading. I'm gonna get an oracle card first, which I've already shuffled these. So I've already shuffled these, but I might do just one more shuffle, one more, on camera, just so you guys can kind of see that's happening. And again, I want you to just take a deep breath in for me. And release, and know that all the messages are going to be good. Everything is going to be all is well. You are well. And whatever happens, I'm here for you. And we can always do a deeper reading. So your card that came out is Karmic Relationships, Orion Energy, Polarity, Soul Growth, and Conflict. So for this group, what I can already tell you is some of the things that you were going through previously before this new moon was stuff having to do with karma. Karmic relationships isn't just about love. It could be karmic boss relationships, karmic co-worker relationships, karmic, parent relationships. But you might have gone through a situation with someone or with multiple people during the January and February time that, you're supposed to learn something. So whatever happened, make sure that you go back and analyze and assess and learn the lesson, okay? Because now you're gonna know after that lesson, your soul has learned a little bit more about what you really want and where you want to go. And if you're someone who you're sitting there and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, go back, think about what happened, recognize what the lesson is, and in that lesson is a clue to what you really want, what you really want to do. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some cards going for you. Wow. I wasn't expecting it to be like that, but Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups here in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Five of Swords in reverse. So I can already tell you right now, you have been majorly kind of doubting what is gonna happen for you. And I think you've kind of been someone who that you have special gifts, but you're not really sure how to use them or how to get in touch with them, or you know that you're like special, but you don't think that you're that special. You see everybody around you, getting their manifestations easily, effortlessly, continuously, and quickly, and for you, you're like, oh, it just like doesn't ever happen. You definitely doubt it, and I want you to know right now, it's because you've been blocking yourself off. And you've been blocking yourself off from getting your manifestations because you aren't being realistic with yourself about what you really want. In fact, you are ignoring a lot of signs in front of you. That's what I'm saying. You are very intuitive, but you're ignoring your intuition because... Why are they ignoring their intuition here? Give me one card. Yeah. Okay, Ace of Wands in reverse. You don't think it's gonna happen for you, and you're so worried. You're so worried about the past. You're so worried about the things that happen. You think that all the negative that happened to you in the past, like that's always gonna follow you and that's always gonna be there. And I'm so glad that you're here right now so I can tell you, no, it's not. It's done. It's over with. And I am inviting you and asking you to come and use this energy to really release that doubt and release that fear. And you know what? Go big. Go big. I want you to manifest as huge as possible. And I know like you're someone, you don't really believe that this is something that is real for you or it's possible. I know that you're someone that you just personally think that it's everybody but me. And I know you're also worried about how it's gonna happen. Because I know you want to manifest really, really big. Like, I know you have those big, big dreams, but you're just like, but Janae, how? How are we going to get from A to like Z? I mean, I just don't understand. Honestly, it's not for you to understand. What it is for you to do is to want it, to attract it, to believe in it, to have faith in it, and to have faith that you have these desires for a reason. You don't desire that wonderful home. You don't desire, a relationship. You don't desire an amazing career for nothing. You desire it because it's for you. And all you have to do, I'm not asking you to do anything crazy. I'm not asking you to, call Jay-Z in the morning trying to get his number and stuff. No, what I'm just telling you to do is believe that what you want is for you and that it's possible. And again, if you want it, if you are desiring it, that means that it's possible. That means that it's 100% possible. And I also want you to also know this, you here, whenever you are feeling really afraid, like you are just like, I don't know if this is real. I don't know if it's gonna happen for me. Like, my dream is to be performing on the Grammys, or my dream is to be, the next Steven Spielberg. I don't know if this can happen for me. I need you to know that fear is telling you this is it. This is what we came here for. We came here for this moment right here to overcome this and then to get it. And let me tell you something. Use this energy, and like I told you earlier, you're gonna get it. You are going to get it. Trust me. That was your reading. If you need deeper clarity, if you want to know anything else that is going on in your life, if you have any friends, family members, mothers, brothers, sister, cousins that need to get a reading themselves, you already know you can go to EMPOWEREDNRG.com. Janae will be there for you not 24/7, but I will be there for you. And we can get down to the T of what's going on. And I am always here to help. All right, if you chose the black tourmaline, this reading is most definitely for you. Okay, let's get to the T. I've already shuffled, I know, I didn't want to shuffle on camera. It's a waste of time. I don't think it's a waste of time, but I think it's, let's figure, whoa. This is pretty deep. This is pretty deep for you guys. This is really deep. Okay. Wow. Black tourmaline. Stay with me. So we have We the Hathors, Deep Love, Mother's Milk, Birth as a Portal, Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom, Look a Little Deeper, and Lost Land, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. Your ancestors are coming through. Oh, your ancestors are here with us right now. They are helping you. Oh, I don't know who you are that is watching this. Your ancestors definitely are connected with Hathor in some way, whether it be maybe your ancestors were part of a culture that worshipped Hathor or worshipped a goddess that was like her. but like a motherly figure goddess, but definitely a mother goddess is really coming through as well for you, Black Tourmaline. But this is asking you to understand that, hold on, you want something more deeper than what you think that you want. And your ancestors are asking you to really take a step back and to really pay attention to the things that are happening around you. Because everything that's happening around you right now, you might not understand it. It might be just, I feel like there's a lot of like random things going on and like things that you're like, okay. And some of you are getting like lucky things that are happening. I'm definitely getting like a really like big burst of like you are a very lucky person, or you are definitely experiencing a really like stream of luck. But what you don't understand is you're manifesting this. You're making all of this happen. We are in an energy where things are moving quickly, and we got this Jupiter and Pisces and Neptune and, you know, all of that going on. So everything is moving quickly and quicker, and it's expanding, and you're having this really big soul's growth. And what they want you to know is you have these gifts, and you're using these gifts, but like you don't know that you're using these gifts. But also some of you, it is this, you have these ancestors that are working with you and walking with you and protecting you, and they're like giving you these blessings and these gifts, and they're aligning things into your path, and you haven't recognized that they were there. You're just like, oh, this is just happening, and they're asking you to like pay attention. So if you are the Black Tourmaline, I really want to tell you, definitely during your new moon ritual, perhaps to connect with your ancestors or with, you know, your spirit guides on a deeper level. Definitely make sure that you are calling them in, making sure that you are paying them homage, making sure that you are being grateful and living in gratitude, because they are definitely here for you. But also they want you to know, like, you have some really deep magical powers. Hold on, I'm interested to see what cards end up coming out. What cards are coming out? Ooh, okay, like that, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. One more card, yeah. Okay, give me one card to back that up. Oh. Yeah, so you definitely are experiencing some things. So this is what's happening. There are some things that are going on around you, and they're not that great, but you are like escaping them in this very like lucky way. Like terrible things are kind of going on, but like you are ending up fine. And like, you're like, oh, like this is really bad. Like this is really terrible. What's going to happen next? And it's like something good happens next. And you're like confused. You're like, oh, we were just, you know, we were just living in our car last week, and now we're staying in a mansion. What's going on here, guys? And what's happening is your ancestors, your guides want you to know that when you are manifesting it, you are manifesting it, but your guides are your ancestors are protecting you. And they're like kind of not just protecting you, because your ancestors are doing it, but your ancestors are like helping you do it. Like they are helping you get into alignment with yourself. And so during this new moon, something that you're being called to do is to connect with your ancestors, but to connect deeper with your gifts. Because your gifts, you don't need to manifest the mansion or the $1 million, because you can already attract that to you easily, effortlessly. Like that's actually not a problem for you. And you're someone who you probably don't recognize that. You're someone who you're like, Janae, that ain't me. I don't know what you're even talking about. Yes, you can manifest really easily. That's something else too. They want me to let you know you need to stay in good spirits. You are someone who might get yourself into a negative headspace, into a negative vibe. Something might end up going wrong in your world, and you might just all of a sudden just flip, a switch. You might just like kind of break down. And they're telling you, take some time, breathe during this new moon, especially y'all. You guys are being called to, it's funny, the Hermit card, while I was shuffling off camera, the Hermit card popped out. And I was curious about it. I was really curious about what it meant, and I'm really getting the vibe that you guys are being called to be alone. You guys are being called to take some time to really come into your inner knowing and your inner knowledge, and to really connect deeper with your gifts. You guys should definitely take a spiritual bath or shower. You guys are definitely that group that you definitely need to focus your energy places. Yeah, you need to keep doing the inner work. Everything is working out. Everything is working out. Oh my gosh, you guys aren't doubtful. You're just kind of like, you can be kind of negative. And not negative, like I'm not calling you negative. I'm saying that you can look at the negative side of the situation, and your ancestors are like, please don't look at the negative. Please look at the positive. Please look at the positive. Yeah, and they're asking you to look at the positive because they want you to know that everything is like, seriously. I don't know who you are, but I'm definitely getting that your ancestors are like ancient Egyptian vibes. If you ever want to do a past life regression session just to like clarify this, or you ever want like a soul karmic reading just to make sure, let me know. Let me know, because just everything that keeps popping up, it's just very Egyptian vibes. Like I just keep getting just these like high priestess, like magical energy, like this knowledge that you've carried around through thousands and thousands of years that you need to go inside and unlock. So for you guys, this new moon is about solitude. This new moon is about connecting to your psychic gifts on a deeper level, not just your intuition, your psychic gifts. You have spiritual gifts. You are a very, very powerful being. And right now what's happening is, some of you might know it, but you don't really grasp how deep and vast your power really goes. And it's very interesting that you're here and you're watching this, because that's what empowered energy is about. Empowered energy is about helping people discover their power, helping people get their power back. So if you ever need some sort of deeper clarity on this reading, on what I'm talking about or where I'm coming from, for you guys, there's a plethora of services to get down to the T of what's happening. But whatever ends up happening for you during this new moon, I'm asking you, connect with water, connect with yourself, and be open to receiving the luck and the abundance that is already yours, and that you are already attracting. So you definitely got this. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next new moon, and have a good night or day.